Shin collects his new sword, which features a detachable blade for easy replacement, showcasing the practicality of its design. This innovation piques the interest of August, who considers the sword's potential military applications in cost-cutting measures, especially in light of the impending war with Bluefia. Despite Decium's promise to keep Shin out of politics and war, Shin firmly decides that he will join the war effort if necessary to protect his family and friends. Erlshid emerges victorious in their battle against Bluefia's army. However, Strom, in a shocking display of power, kills Bluefia's king and destroys the entire kingdom. He sends a message to Decium's council, claiming to have turned a dozen of Bluefia's strongest magicians into demonoids under his control. In response to the escalating danger, Decium declares that Academy students must train alongside the students of the Knight Military Institute. This decision upsets everyone as the Knight students have a reputation for being notorious bullies. The tension between the two groups becomes palpable, setting the stage for conflicts and challenges to come. Shin takes charge and forms a team with August, Sizilien, Maria, and 4 knights, Craze, Miranda, Noon, and Kent. Fed up with the knights' attitudes, August orders Shin to let the knights face demons without their assistance. Shin learns that their team advisors are Siegfried and Christina, further showcasing the involvement of Erlshid's esteemed figures in preparing the students for the battles ahead. During their first encounter with a boar demon, the knights are swiftly defeated, putting their lives at risk. Shin steps in and saves them by severing the boar's head, demonstrating his remarkable skills. Sizilien's healing abilities come to the forefront as she tends to the wounded knights, inadvertently becoming the object of affection for the 3 knight boys. The ensuing embarrassment for both Shin and Sizilien prompts her to clarify that they are not dating yet, creating a mix of relief and confusion among the characters. As the team continues their mission, more demons attack, testing their resolve. An annoyed Shin decides to showcase his power by unleashing a massive explosion spell, obliterating the demons in one fell swoop. This display of strength impresses Miranda, who apologizes for her earlier jealousy and insults. Her apology extends to Sizilien, causing an awkward moment for both Shin and Sizilien, who reiterates that they are not dating. As the knights and magicians begin their training to fight together, tensions arise among the different magician-knight teams. The clashes and differences in their approaches create a sense of unease and disharmony. Shin, feeling responsible for the situation, experiences guilt upon realizing that his study club, which learned some of his spells, will be forced to form a special team under August's command after graduation. Moreover, they will be supervised by the kingdom for the rest of their lives. However, to his surprise, the club members are pleased with the news as they view it as a recognition of their ability and a guaranteed career. Their perspective differs from Shin's, showcasing their optimism and eagerness to embrace the opportunities presented to them. Days later, August delivers devastating news. He reveals that a significant portion of Bluefia has been destroyed, with an increased number of demonoids created from the population. To confront the challenges ahead, Shin decides to organize a training camp for the club members during the summer break. Sizilien offers the use of a hot spring resort owned by her family as the training grounds. However, to ensure the group's safety and maintain propriety, Merlin and Melida insist on accompanying them as chaperones, not fully trusting boys and girls to be together without adult supervision. During their time at the resort, Sizilien becomes the subject of teasing by her family servants, who playfully allude to her future relationship with Shin. Merlin, on the other hand, expresses his happiness upon witnessing the strong bond forming between Shin and his male friends. The interactions between the characters reflect their unique personalities and add depth to their relationships. Melida, ever the mischievous one, playfully stirs up some friendly competition among the girls in the hot spring, creating amusing jealousy over each other's breast sizes. She then reveals her and Merlin's intention to train the club members to become as strong as possible. After successfully enhancing his explosion spell, Shin receives a scolding from Melida for his reckless behavior. Undeterred, Shin remains determined to push the limits of his abilities. Meanwhile, August takes Shin to his home, where they encounter August's fiancée, Elizabeth, and his little sister, May. Both Elizabeth and May express their frustration at not being invited to meet Melida, and insist on joining the training camp. Elizabeth reveals her ulterior motive, to ensure that Shin doesn't steal August's attention since he has become the topic of all their conversations. August warns Shin about the importance of confessing his feelings to Sizilien before it's too late. Later on, during a candid conversation, Sizilien inadvertently expresses her desire to have children with Shin. Realizing the urgency of August's advice, Shin musters the courage to confess his love to Sizilien, who reciprocates his feelings, officially becoming his girlfriend. Unfortunately, their first kiss is interrupted when they discover that their friends, including Merlin, Melida, and Sizilien's servants, have been spying on them. The ensuing embarrassment adds a lighthearted touch to their romantic moment. The following day, Shin suggests training at the beach, using it as an opportunity for a game of magician's volleyball. The beach training session combines fun and skill development, showcasing the characters' growth and camaraderie. As night falls, the group gathers to reminisce about their childhood memories. However, their nostalgic bonding is interrupted when Melida bursts in, urging them to go to sleep. The characters quickly hide, resulting in an accidental leap by Shin into Sizilien's bed. Sizilien's cries alert Melida to the fact that everyone is still awake, leading her to deliver a stern lecture on the importance of rest. Shin informs Sizilien's parents, Cecil and Eileen, about their relationship. Cecil is elated at the news, but Eileen reminds him of the societal expectations that come with Sizilien's noble status. To address these expectations, Shin agrees to become Sizilien's fiancé, further solidifying their commitment. Merlin extends an invitation to Elizabeth and May, August's fiancée and sister, respectively, to join Shin's training. Elizabeth confesses her inability to use magic, while May demonstrates potential in magical abilities. Meanwhile, Strom's demons launch attacks on merchant caravans, disrupting the food supplies of the kingdom. Shin invents a spell that allows him to fly, but his explanations continue to baffle those around him. The intricacies of his scientific approach to magic remain a mystery to his peers. Melida and Merlin take the initiative to explain Shin's non-biological lineage to Sizilien's parents. While initially surprised, Cecil and Eileen emphasize that they value Shin for his character rather than his bloodline. To ensure the safety of the club members during their upcoming demon hunt, Shin creates additional national treasure clothing that enhances their protection. Feeling left out, creates a magical device that enables her to communicate with the group during the hunt. Melida, however, becomes frustrated with Shin's constant creation of society-altering devices. During the demon hunt, Shin allows the club members to take on the fighting, demonstrating their newfound strength and independence. They prove that they are capable of defeating demons without relying solely on Shin's power. This accomplishment marks a significant milestone in their growth as magicians and knights. Later, Shin and Sizilien attend a party where their engagement is announced. Despite the formalities of their engagement, Shin waits until after the event to privately propose to Sizilien, presenting her with an engagement ring, symbolizing their deepening commitment and love. Strom completes his mission to destroy the empire by turning commoners against the nobility, resulting in chaos and bloodshed. With the empire in ruins, Strom declares that he has achieved his goal and no longer requires an army. He releases the demonoids, setting them free from his control. However, Miria questions Strom's hatred for the empire, prompting him to reveal his past as a lord of the empire. He recounts how he disagreed with the empire's practice of keeping slaves and worked tirelessly to improve the lives of commoners on his lands. This led to resentment from the other lords, who saw a decline in their tax profits as the commoners flocked to Strom's prosperous domain. In a cruel twist of fate, King Harold framed Strom for kidnapping the commoners to sell as slaves. Enraged commoners burned Strom's home, resulting in the death of his wife, Aria, and their unborn child. Consumed by grief and vengeance, Strom transformed himself into a demon and vowed to destroy the Bluefia Empire. Now that Strom has achieved his revenge, he finds himself adrift and purposeless. Zest, his spy, devises a plan to draw Shin into a battle by inciting the demonoids to attack the Swede kingdom, which borders Earlshade. Zest hopes this will provide Strom with a new goal, to destroy Shin. Meanwhile, a ceremony is held to name August as Decium's official heir. However, the news of the attack on Swede reaches them, disrupting the proceedings. Shin decides to rename his club the Ultimate Magicians and leads his allies on a flight to Swede, ready to confront the demonoids. A fierce battle between Shin and the Ultimate Magicians against the demonoids in Swede. With rapid movement and incredible magical abilities, the Ultimate Magicians unleash their power upon the shocked demonoids, while August delivers an inspiring speech to rally Swede's citizens and soldiers. As the battle unfolds, the Ultimate Magicians make startling discoveries. They realize that all the demonoids were once commoners from the now destroyed Bluefia Empire. Despite their transformation, these demonoids have managed to retain their sanity, but their intense hatred for the nobility fuels their relentless aggression. Meanwhile, Sizilien focuses on healing the injured, doing her best to support the ongoing fight. Lawrence, observing Shin's extraordinary magical abilities in secret, becomes increasingly amazed and starts questioning whether Shin has any weaknesses that Strom can exploit. August and Maria face off against Fabro, the leader of the demonoids. Although Fabro wields defensive magic items stolen from Swede soldiers, August and Maria manage to overcome him and secure a victory. The battle takes its toll, with over 100 demonoids falling before the power of the ultimate magicians. While the conflict rages on, Lawrence is taken aback not only by Shin's immense power, but also by the incredible strength of the ultimate magicians as a whole. Nearby, Zest contemplates whether he should reconsider manipulating Strom into fighting Shin, as he begins to question whether Strom would survive such an encounter. Recognizing the need to save Lawrence and as many demonoids as possible, Zest seeks the assistance of Miria. Strom, who has been aware of Zest's plan all along, decides to go along with it, realizing that it might serve his own interests. The battle between Shin and the ultimate magicians against the demonoids continues. With Miria providing a distraction, Lawrence and the demonoids decide to retreat, temporarily putting an end to the immediate threat. However, the situation takes a dramatic turn when Sizilien fails to heal a man's injuries. Shin, ever the ingenious magician, invents a multi-step healing spell on the spot, successfully saving the man's life. August, witnessing this display of power, is left in awe, contemplating just how powerful Shin can become in the future. Recognizing the need for alliances to protect their kingdoms, August proposes to Swede that they form an alliance should either kingdom come under attack. To accomplish this, August and Shin embark on a journey to visit as many kingdoms as possible, forging alliances and enabling Shin to teleport to any kingdom in need of his assistance. Decium expresses pride in August's proactive approach to seeking alliances with other kingdoms. Merlin and Melida, concerned for Shin's safety, advise him to keep August protected during their journey. However, to everyone's surprise, Elizabeth and May insist on joining the journey as well, eager to be part of the adventure. Not to be outdone, every member of the Ultimate Magicians also insists on accompanying Shin. Meanwhile, Strom, though irritated by his subordinate's defeat, turns his attention to other matters, requesting Miria to keep him informed about the success of their plan to conceive a child together. Zest finds himself torn between being glad or afraid that Strom has now made defeating Shin his new purpose. With their travel companions decided, Shin and the magicians set off for the next kingdom. However, just when Merlin and Melida believe they can finally relax, the magicians surprise them by teleporting back, revealing their plan to teleport back every night to save money on accommodation for the 14-person group.